Hello, hello. Welcome back to Gunning to Old Trafford with your host, Ibi and Shady. And our aeroplane has just landed, Abdul. But before we get into that, Abdul.
Yep. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much, Ibi. That was brilliant. Guys, if you guys missed a few of our videos and you guys don't know, you guys are covered in every single social media. Ibi, if I miss out one, just 10 minutes. It's too much for me, man. So we got you covered on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, as you guys know it, YouTube. That's our main one, and that's where you see all of these lovely videos. And there's one more, Ibi. Spotify. Wow.
Though that's for all you guys
brilliant.
that say you don't have time to watch videos, but you have time to listen in the car.
Yeah.
We got you guys covered.
We got you covered. So brilliant stuff, guys. Again, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell notification to keep updated with all the new videos going out there. And once again, thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the support. And you got your visa, you got your everything ready?
Sorted.
We have landed.
I got my sombrero.
You got everything sorted out? Okay, good. I got my my chumples and stuff. We're first going to Ibiza.
We're going
to go Ibiza.
What's that song?
It's a nice song. Actually, chilling in Ibiza. That one there.
Yeah.
Chilling in Ibiza. Yeah. We're going to get it. We'll drop it one day.
We'll drop it.
So guys, we are at none other in Spain. At the Santiago Bernabéu.
Brilliant. What a stadium.
Amazing stadium, man.
What a stadium.
They say it comes alive. It comes alive.
The excitement. I mean, just goosebumps.
Goosebumps already.
Here standing talking about the stadium.
Wow.
Iconic, man. And the renovation that's happening.
It's big, eh?
You know, that stadium actually opens up the fields, it goes under, they cover it up. It's amazing, man.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
So please, guys, we're not going to go so much into detail with it, but
exactly.
we will drop
some
we
stuff.
We have to drop it. So
100%.
brilliant stuff. Maybe you want to
start off.
So guys, Santiago Bernabéu Stadium is a home of one of the greatest football clubs,
100%.
Real Madrid. It is the home of Real Madrid, Spain, one of the biggest in the world. It has a capacity of 81,000 and one of the very few stadiums, EB, that has its own railway system. Am I correct? So basically the railway system, the metro stops at Real Madrid. The construction of the club started in 1944. Hasn't stopped. I don't know when is this next one going to be done, but they're trying to work on it. It's taken a bit long.
Yeah.
But brilliant stuff. And after the former, basically the president club in 1943, one of the things that he did was he built a new stadium and obviously upgraded its training facilities. Maybe.
Yeah, so you don't mind if I pull us away a bit?
Go for it.
So, like Abdul said, in June 1944, Banco Mercantile, Industrial Bank, gave Santiago Bernabéu and Rafael Salgado a loan to purchase the adjacent land to the old Chamartín Stadium.
Okay.
Right? And this is where the stadium was built. In 44, architects Manuel Munez Monasterio and Luis Alimani Soler were hired to begin construction of the new stadium. They started building in October 1944.
Wow.
October 1944. That's brilliant. After 3 years, the stadium was complete in 47. With an initial capacity of 75,145 spectators.
It's huge, man. At that time, it was huge.
Of which 27,600 were seats and 47,000 were standing. You can just imagine the atmosphere, right? Real Madrid's first game took place on the 14th of December, 1947. With a match between Real Madrid and Portuguese side Os Belenenses. Real Madrid won that game. The then Real Madrid striker Sabino Barinaga scored the first goal in the 15th minute with a header.
Wow.
Midfielder Chus Alonso scored the first goal in the 4th minute after receiving a pass from Baringa. So that was amazing, and they went on to win the game, right? The stadium was renamed in 1955.
To Santiago.
Yeah, so when the stadium first opened, it replaced the old home of Real Madrid called Estadio Chamartín. Therefore, it was named Nuevo Estadio Chamartín, the new Estadio Chamartín. Right? 8 years after the construction of the Bernabéu, the board of Real Madrid decided to change the name to honor the president, Santiago Bernabéu.
Wow.
And that's the reason why the name is then called Santiago Bernabéu.
And guys, just quickly, stay in touch, in tune, independent in this video, because when Ibrahim says Santiago Bernabéu, there's something for you guys.
Yeah,
in the next few minutes, a big one. Right?
The respect and the love between Real Madrid and Manchester United is unrivaled.
Unrivaled. Beautiful.
Right? The stadium expanded, so in 1955, it's when it took its first major renovation.
Okay.
Right? The stadium expanded to accommodate 125,000 spectators and became one of the biggest stadiums in Europe during the time. The renovations continued, and in 1957, floodlights were installed to allow night games. In 65, the transfer of the club's offices to the stadium was complete. During the stadium's 25th anniversary, on the 14th of December 1972, the first electronic scoreboard was installed inside the stadium.
Yes.
It was used for the first time during a friendly match against Portuguese Belenenses. They played a game a lot with these guys. The first game at the stadium, and then this year.
Nice.
Abdul, take us through when it was modernized and the second renovation took place.
Santiago Bernabéu was modernized in 1980. Well, let me start again. The stadium was chosen to host the 1982 FIFA World Cup. The stadium had to adapt with the changing of times. FIFA wanted 2/3 of the seating area covered. However, the Real Madrid installed a roof covering the perimeter except for the east side.
So they had
a roof. Most of it was totally covered. I didn't even know that. Wow.
And that was done in 82.
Wow.
The stadium capacity was then reduced from 120,000 to 98,000, with 24,000 spectators covered by the new roof. So that's the part of it, right? The renovation also involved remodeling the facades, installing new electronic signs in the north and south ends. The locker rooms were done, ancillary areas, and renovation to the press area. The stadium hosted 4 matches in the World Cup, 3 second-round Group 2 matches, and the prestigious final. So the 1982 World Cup final took place at the Santiago Bernabéu.
But this stadium, they haven't stopped improving all
continuously.
The time.
So Abdul, we spoke about that in 82. In 1990, a new ring was added.
Oh my word.
So they did more renovations.
Oh my word.
After a series of spectator fatalities, most notably Hillsborough and the Heysel dramas, UEFA demanded the stadium be upgraded to create separate shortcuts to different stadium sections and seats for all spectators. So better movement in the stadium. And the Heysel disaster and the Hillsborough disaster
that shocked everybody.
Shocked the world, right? I mean, we had our own one year at Ellis Park. Right?
A lot of people lost their
crazy.
lives.
So our thoughts and prayers go out to all of those families, because this is something that really holds dear to people's hearts. So the work led to the creation of the theatre on the west side and the foundation and opening of a new commercial centre. 20,200 upgraded seats were installed with a tilt of 87 degrees, ensuring perfect view and proximity to the pitch. Look at the details.
So that means, Ibrahim, if we are on, let's say, 80,000, like we said, 81,000, every single seat has a perfect view.
20,000 seats.
There's a perfect
view of the field.
Wow.
In addition, 4 new towers were built in all 4 corners of the stadium, and an extra ring was integrated. This doubled the height from 22 meters, the stadium height, to 45 meters.
This is a mean machine.
After the stadium adopted an all-seating arrangement, it brought the seating capacity down to 74,328 spectators.
Wow.
The current capacity, like you said, 81,044. And now, in 2020 to 2023...
still under renovation.
The Bernabéu is under a new renovation. Abdul, look at the number. Tell us how much it's going to cost.
525 million euros.
You know what that is? 2 years of Ronaldo's fees. Ronaldo can pay for it.
Oh, Cristiano, just sort it out, man. Okay, I'm going to go. The new renovation, like we just said, plan cost 525 million euros and turned the stadium into one of the best stadiums in the world. The renovation, I expect it to be completed in 2023. After the renovation, the stadium will bring tourists to the stadium, adding a shopping center, restaurants, an hotel with some rooms having a view of the pitch.
Coming to Old Trafford needs to get a room here, my guy.
What's going on here? Ah, man.
And then Abdul also touched on it earlier. The Santiago Bernabéu is serviced by a metro line. So Santiago Bernabéu Stadium is located in the Chamartín district in Madrid, because that's where the stadium was, right? It occupies the block bounded by Paseo de la Castellana and the street of Concha Espina, Padre Damian and Rafael Salgado.
Wow.
Right? The stadium is served by its own metro station along line 10 called Santiago Bernabéu. So if anybody is traveling out to the Santiago Bernabéu, remember to get line 10 called Santiago Bernabéu. And if you're not catching the metro, it also has bus routes 14, 27, 40, 43, 120, 147 and 150 that service it. So there's no excuse why you can't get to the stadium. Brilliant stuff.
So, and also guys, the reserve team, which also plays in the second premiership, and that's where you said Castilla, is also named Real Madrid Castilla.
Oh, brilliant.
So if you want to go play FIFA and you want to start at the second division, you always pick
Castilla.
Real Madrid Castilla. That's their
feeder team.
Amazing.
You know, they also got a basketball team.
I heard that. Barcelona as well. But in Real Madrid are doing well in...
They're doing well. Basketball is big in Spain.
It's huge, man. It's huge. So yeah, brilliant. That is amazing. Guys, like we said, there's a huge surprise coming for you guys soon. I'm going to quickly go into my little memory. And I'm only going to talk about one memory. And this is the memory that gives me goosebumps. And I know it's going to give you goosebumps.
Shock me, Abdul.
Thierry Henry.
I just hear his name and I get goosebumps. 2006,
round of 16, Champions League. This boy was rocking. So, we play up the first match at Highbury, and it's a draw 0-0. Vice versa, I don't know where it was, but the home game for Arsenal was 0-0. And we go to the Santiago Bernabéu. Absolutely terrifying. The fans are terrifying. You playing up against the likes of Ronaldo. Pumpy's Ronaldo. R9, Ramos, Zidane, Guti.
Wasn't Beckham there at that time?
Beckham was there. Yeah. He was there. So this was almost the Galacticos. You playing against the Galacticos. The stadium is packed. Real Madrid destined to go into the quarterfinals. And Arsenal. Arsene Wenger. This was a team where we had Flamini, Ibrahim, Ljungberg, Alexander Kleb, Cesc Fabregas. It was his debut season.
And he's a Barca boy, ne?
He's a Barca boy.
He came through the...
And Ibrahim, he had that little bit shingled hair, and he was bossing it, man. He was against Zidane. Zidane had a tremendous game. All of them did. Jens Lehmann also was tremendous that night. And here it is, I think it was about the 75th minute. None other than your man Thierry Henry gets the ball. He gets the ball just outside the half of Real Madrid. And he breezes past, I think it was, what's that guy, Gravesen? Is it from England, yeah? Also, he was the Hardy, he was the Gattuso, remember?
Not from England, he played in England.
So, what was his nationality?
Gravesen, I think, is...
Swedish or something?
Danish, I think.
Danish? He wasn't from England. No. Oh, wow.
Thomas Gravesen.
Gravesen, he was the Hardy.
He came from Tottenham, didn't he?
From Tottenham, yes. He breezes past him. He puts Guti on his bum. Guti, remember Guti? He goes past. At that time, Sergio Ramos was young boy, but he was good.
From Sevilla.
He foots the ball past Casillas. The crowd, they say that was one of the only nights where Real Madrid supporters didn't know whether they must cheer or not. But, and this is why it is such a huge thing for the Arsenal, is after the game, Thierry Henry got a standing ovation by the whole stadium.
Brilliant.
So, you know what? When I talk about it, I remember watching it. And at that time, remember, it was 21:45, quarter to 10, all at kickoffs. Remember?
Yeah.
It was always quarter to 10. You know, 10. Champions League, Tuesday, Wednesday, quarter to 10. And I remember... On ETV, yes. And wow, it really gives me goosebumps. If you guys don't know, we will drop it down on Instagram. That goal was absolutely amazing. Actually came out, I think, third in that year's Champions League. So brilliant. It was a brilliant. So that's my little memory, Ibi. And everybody, all the attention now to Ibrahim, because this, for me again, it's an education.
Yeah, so
Talk to us, Ibi.
Abdullah, I'm not going to talk about a particular match that
Sure.
Manchester United did. I'm going to go and talk about the history between Manchester United and Real Madrid, right?
Brilliant.
And yes, it's not about the stadium, but it's about the founder of the stadium, Santiago Bernabéu. So the friendship between these two giants, Manchester United and Real Madrid, stretched back 60 years. I know there was issues about the broken fax machine and David De Gea, but there's always respect between these two giant clubs. They are giant clubs. I don't think there's bigger clubs than Real Madrid and Manchester United globally. Right?
Huge.
So this friendship stretched back 60 years, and it touches on how Real Madrid helped Manchester United during the tough period of the Munich air disaster. And with the Munich air disaster memorial coming up soon, this is a good time to bring this up. So before we get into that, I just want to talk about, some of the words that Santiago Bernabéu said about this Manchester United team. And I think this will help understand the relationship between Real Madrid and Manchester United. So I'm going to go a bit forward and I'm going to come back a bit, right?
Amazing.
So Real Madrid were due, 10 years after the Munich crash, Real Madrid were due to face Manchester United in the semi-finals of the European Cup, which United won in 68, right? Real's 72-year-old president, Santiago Bernabéu, who we just said helped build the stadium, took a loan to buy the stadium, spoke with remarkable warmth about his rivals. And this is what he had to say.
Nice.
I want Manchester United greeted and treated and respected as the greatest club in the world. Wow. He said in a speech celebrating winning yet another league title. So they won a league title. As our friends for many years, nothing must go wrong. If we are beaten in the European Cup by Manchester United on Wednesday, then we shall have lost to a great team.
Wow.
We have met them on many occasions, and it's about time their luck changes.
But listen to the admiration, man.
I mean, he's saying he's in a Champions League semi-final, not concerned whether he wins it, but saying, let's treat United with respect. Wow. And if they happen to beat us, I hope it happens because I want the luck to turn on their side. This is Santiago Bernabéu.
This man was ahead of his time, Ibrahim. For him to think like that.
Brilliant.
Jesus.
So when the father of Real, Santiago Bernabéu, spoke so generously, he wasn't simply mouthing the standard platitudes associated with such grand sporting occasions. He was invoking what had become a special relationship between the two clubs. And I'll tell you where that special relationship became. So, the two clubs, when this relationship began, when Real knocked United out of the European Cup over 2 matches in 57.
Okay.
Santiago Bernabéu had been greatly impressed by Sir Matt Busby's famous Busby Babes.
Sure.
So the Busby Babes left a lasting impression, and this was a year before the Munich air disaster. The average age of the Babes at the time was 21. So a young Manchester United team, and this created it. There was deep mutual respect between Busby, Sir Matt Busby, and Santiago Bernabéu because of the commitment to playing creative and attacking type of football.
Oh, nice,
right?
Nice.
But what took matters to a different level and just enhanced the relationship was after the Munich disaster, which took place on the 6th of February 1958, the Real Madrid team and management came to the help of Manchester United. So Alfredo Di Stefano, one of the greatest footballers to play, spoke movingly about how he first heard about the terrible news on the phone at home. My heart was filled with sadness. I felt I had lost many, many friends, but I was more sorry for the game of football. For this Manchester United team was magnificence itself. Wow. It contained some of the world's greatest players. The Busby Babes. So they then offered these crash survivors, if you want to come on holiday to Real Madrid, to Spain, we got you covered. So you guys can come across whatever. But the big thing happened where Manchester United, Sir Matt Busby, approached Santiago Bernabéu and said, listen, we're building this new team. And this was in 1959, a year after the Munich air disaster. Sir Matt Busby traveled to Madrid, right? And he tried to persuade Real to come to Old Trafford, to come and play against this young Manchester United team.
Wow,
So they
give them game time.
Give them game time and experience playing with one of the greatest teams. Right?
Wow.
But he was told by Real Madrid's management that, listen, for us to come, it's going to cost you £12,000. £12,000 in 59, it's a big sum of money.
Man. Big money.
But when Santiago heard about it, he told the board, we must treat Met and Manchester United generously. So what he did, he cut the price in half.
Yes.
So only charged £6,000. And between 1959 and 1962, Real Madrid played against Manchester United 5 times in friendlies to give this Manchester United youngsters time and match experience against the greatest footballers on this planet.
Yes.
And that is the relationship between Real Madrid, Manchester United, and the revolutionary Santiago Bernabéu, who this beautiful stadium is named
I am
after.
blown away. Can we get Amazon and Netflix online? we will produce that and get a documentary on this, man.
I don't want to go into
This
all
is
of the
crazy.
details of
Sure,
the 5
sure.
games, but we'll drop a link and the guys can have a read on about
Brilliant,
it.
man.
But this is where this relationship
Brilliant.
comes. And yes, I could have spoken about the game.
Yeah,
but I
this
think
is, Ibrahim, this
I
is
think the fans need to
substance, man.
understand the relationship between Manchester United, Real Madrid,
Wow.
and Samet Busby and Santiago Bernabéu, and also the greatness that Manchester United team were, the Busby Babes.
You know, and Ibrahim talking about the Busby Babes, I'm getting a bit of a tingle in my spine. You know, I have, and I think this is the right time to tell the people, Ibrahim, I have been, as a rival fan and as I love Arsenal, I have been, privileged and educated with the best of Manchester United fans.
Yeah.
And do you know, guys, whenever we speak about the Busby Babes to supporters that have lived in that era, it's like a quirky feeling where you feel a
Overtakes your
passion
body.
come out.
Yeah, 100%.
And Ibrahim, this was absolutely amazing. Honestly.
We should ask, we should
Absolutely
send this
amazing.
to Dr. Berry.
Yes.
Remind me to clip this up and send it
Dr.
to you.
B.
Dr.
definitely.
B, this is for you.
Dr. Berry, definitely. Doc United. Hey, I must talk,
I
man.
must talk. Doc, when we getting together?
Come on, Doc. Yeah, man. Love Doc. Doc, yes, this is amazing. This is for you. We clip it up, baby.
Clip it up and send it.
Definitely.
So yeah,
Awesome stuff, man.
that's our stadium tour for today.
Santiago
So we
Bernabéu.
came all the way from the River Thames,
Yes.
Craven Cottage.
Craven Cottage.
We flew to Ibiza,
Sunny.
had some fun in Ibiza,
And we had the
went for
Bernabéu.
some tomato stamping,
Oh, nice.
went to go see some bullfighting
Mm-hmm.
or bull running.
Bull running.
And now we at the Santiago Bernabéu. Let's learn the history about this beautiful stadium.
Amazing. Amazing.
Got some insights about the beautiful Thierry Henry goal.
Yeah.
And also seen the amazing relationship between Manchester United and Real Madrid that dates back 68 plus years.
Did you guys hear that? Real Madrid played Manchester United just for 5 times.
5 times. Between 59 and 62.
Yes.
To help Manchester United get the youngsters used to playing big football. And what happened? United then went on to produce 3 Ballon d'Or winners 1 year after the other. 66, 67, 68 I think it was.
Crazy.
Dennis Law, Sir Bobby Charlton, George Best. And then went on to win the 1968 Champions League final, beating Real Madrid in the semi-final, where Santiago Bernabéu was happy that Manchester United beat them.
Wow. And education once again coming to Old Trafford. I hope you never miss this one. I hope you never miss this one. Brian, it was amazing.
Brilliant stuff.
Thank you so much.
I think we need to make a
Thank you so
Instagram
No, we have
post with
to.
this.
No, we must.
Yeah?
We must.
Brilliant stuff.
It was amazing. Amazing
Guys,
stuff.
don't forget, we across all social media
Yeah.
platforms, starting off with YouTube. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and share our content with your family and friends. We are on Instagram, we are on Twitter, we are on Facebook, also on TikTok for all your funny videos. And soon, for all you guys that want to listen to us instead of viewing us, sometimes they say we've got a face for radio.
Serious? Oh, not face for camera. A face for radio. Okay.
So to all you guys that think we've got a face for
I didn't
radio,
know
we
that.
are dropping Spotify where you can listen to our voices as
man.
you're driving to work. So guys, amazing stuff.
Man.
Shady, always a pleasure.
Same,
and with
same
that,
here.
Abdul,
We are
going
to Old Trafford.
Thank you
guys.